So how actually this works on real life and what it can be do for your corporation. So this is your project management assistant. Very important point. A project management assistant is not here to replace the project manager. The project manager actually gets a person to help them in all time that they need. It cannot take that position out. It's just taking and give them more time to do other things instead of replacing. So when a lot of people say that your job is in risk, though there is a new bot that is taking all project managers' jobs out, that's not true. We still need the project manager to run the stakeholder management. They need to understand the team needs. All that part is still done by a person. But what actually happens here is we can make it that job a bit smoother, automating and actually guiding the project manager with some common tasks, critical tasks, and maybe make all of this much easier for everyone. So why I have to read 500 pages of my organizational instructions manual when I can just go be hired tomorrow and start just asking, "Hi Otto, could you please tell me what are the requirements to go to my planning phase?" And Otto will tell you exactly what needs to be done. And I'm going to be showing you this later today. So imagine here that you have your users. Your users will be talking to something called Louis. Louis is not a brother or a cousin of Otto. It's not. Louis stands for Language Understanding Intelligent Service. It's the first AI thing that will happen anytime. Every interaction between a user and this tool, which is a chatbot, will go through the Louis. And Louis, it's smart, is the machine learning for linguistics. I'm going to explain a little bit deeper in a second, but basically what Louis is doing is he will get your intent. What is an intent? An intent, when I say, what is a risk? Add a new risk, or show my risks. Do you agree that those three terms or those three phrases are very short, very similar, but they have completely different intents? Without the machine learning, without artificial intelligence and cognitive services, this will be impossible to identify, because I can ask these questions, even though they're simple, in several different ways. Even if you spell wrong, because it can happen, why? By doing this, the user now will understand, and he can use his favorite communication channel. It does not matter which tool you're using to talk. It could be Microsoft Teams, which is the new kid on the block. You can use Cortana, Alexa, which is from Amazon. You can use Telegram. That's a great example. So you can use Facebook Messenger. Imagine you are actually on your metro home, on your train, and you forgot to generate your status report. You can just ask Otto to generate your status report, and this will be done behind the scenes. And that's what happened. After I have talked, Louis understood what I want. Now, what I'm doing, I'm going for my suite of tools, which in this case, I'm taking an example of Office 365. But in this suite of tools, I have my ERP that could be Dynamics. I have my portfolio management. I have my tasks, my resource management, all this in one place. But it can be in different places as well. That's not what matters, because the central point of talking is just here, the user and the communication channel. When you establish this connection, we will be able to actually act on behalf of the user. And what is really beautiful here is, after even acting and doing things in your environment, we can read from your standards. Your company probably has a PMO. And in this project management office, you have your descriptives, you have your processes, your stages, everything related to how you should run your project. And then the funny thing, and what is really important, is the tool that is Otto in this case, or the bot, can read from that part, understand your process. It can run different types of projects, maybe agile, maybe a Prince2 model, and even look at your templates. So when you can ask, please generate my business case or my project brief, it will look at your template and will automatically generate that document for you. Then we thought, okay, now we have a very operational thing. It's very okay if we can run our projects, we can actually follow our process, we'll be compliant, but we are missing one thing. What if someone just needs to extract data in a more smart way? And that's why we add the business intelligence part, which we are also using the Microsoft platform for Power BI. And one of the things that platform can provide to you, it's because that data that is stored also is being applied with AI, that is machine learning, to identify the type of data you are using and actually help you to generate graphs, charts, and even reports for you. I'm gonna show you live because the idea is you can ask any questions like, show all my projects that are with higher risk, show projects that are over budget, or maybe show resources that has lowest or highest availability in the next month. All of this can be asked using natural language. And we use something called Q&A Data Explorer for linguistics that understand your data and automatically create those charts for you. All of this is being supported and empowered by cognitive services, because everything you're doing right now, you are adding a lot of data here. You are consuming your process. That is a lot of information that we can start using for recommending you a better path. We can actually make you some predictions. And one of the things you're going to be seeing today is actually we can, with 70% of assertivity, that means I'm 70% sure that that project you are running is going to be over budget. How we can do this is nothing new, actually. This is using mathematics that are made for 15 years ago, but now we can do it in a fraction of a second. It takes less than a second for me to actually predict and tell you what will happen to that specific area. And we're going to explore a little bit of those machine learnings right now.